Okay, this is gonna be a quick one. This is just gonna be a little baby stream. I'm pretty sure. Hey, I'm Eric. I'm making a game. It's called The God Killer. I have 130 days in a row of making some form of progress, and this will not be an exception. I will make progress on the game. I'll do that today. Now, this might be what I call a token progress section. Um, so I am a little bit tired. Like, this is not the best day for me to get busy on this game. I'll be completely frank with you. Just a little bit tired. That's it. Nothing horrible. No bad news. It was like a big day at work, and then I'm coming back here, and dutifully working on my game. Doing it right now because of this commitment I have. So yesterday I accidentally spammed the Sonic API, and I think that's why suddenly I started receiving these 403 forbidden messages back from the HTTP server. I'm hoping there was a cooldown period. I'm going to check right now. I'm going to see if my calls to this API are going to work. So I'm not quite sure what to do if they don't. I mean, there'll be some kind of thing I can do, but I'm not sure what it is yet. If it's an IP-based block, then yeah, I don't know. But what is it doing? What is it trying to do? The code is analyzing sections of a song to see what musical key they're in. And it sends off a request for multiple chunks within the song, each one defined by a range of 1 second. And it does that for the first 30. So it ends up calling this API 30 times. So I had set it up to not spam them. I had gone out of my way not to spam them and not to call it 30 times in a row. And by accident, I created a situation where my code called them 200 plus times in a row with no delay in between. And I'm pretty sure that's the cause of the API not working yesterday. So let's see if a cooldown period has made the API available to me again. I'm going to try it right now. I'm going to click this little go button. I'm still getting the 403s. I'm still on the bad boy list. I can think of no other explanation, because these API calls were working. They no longer are. See, my code is waiting until each request is made, and then it submits another one. That's what I intended to do, but I screwed up. So it called it 30 times, just like I had planned to do, but it is not. There's nobody letting us in on the other side. Well, they are there. The server's there, but it is coming back with this 403 message saying specifically you cannot call this API. So man, I just wanted to do a quick session where I made some progress, but how am I going to do that? I might have to switch to a different problem. I might have to do that. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. So let me exit out of this, because there's different ways I can get past that problem. So I've, just out of a sense of honor, not bothered them with any support emails, because I'm not a paying customer. They might even respond. That makes me feel worse when I'm not a paying customer and I send a support request, and somebody actually replies. It's like, no, don't do that. I don't deserve it. Let me see what the next thing is. So I might see this. This is pretty cheap. So they're saying 5 gigabytes. Could use that for uploading, but I don't really need to upload. But anyway, I don't need to upload anywhere near 5 gigabytes of anything. However, by spending £5, like $8 or whatever the conversion rate is, I would get some kind of support, or I would be able to contact this number or this email here without feeling guilty about leeching off of them. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Does that count as progress? Does that count as progress if I sign up for a paid account? You know what? Let me sign up for the paid account and see if that changes my account status in any way. I'm going off screen right now to do this. Okay. Alright, I'll show you what I'm doing up until the point where I actually enter in personal information. Okay, so I can pay them $6. Oh, the pound is not doing so good against the dollar these days. Get a license key. Okay, buy now. Okay. This screen I'm definitely not going to show entering my information into. I'm going to move this off stream. And yeah, I'm going to do it live. Okay. Oh, weird. So, alright. So they sell this through Z-Plane, which is the company that provided some of the technology or some of the software that their API is based upon. So I'm actually redirected to Z-Plane. Okay. So that was the website I was looking at yesterday, thinking like, if it doesn't work out with Sonic API, I'll check out Z-Plane and what they offer. But I'm like looking around. Is there any way that anybody could see what I'm typing here? I went and checked the stream video. No, nobody can see it. Good. This is my private information. You don't get it. You don't get it. Okay. So let me go next. Okay, it's complaining that something is incomplete. No VAT ID. Take away the VAT ID. I do not need a VAT. Okay. Then I put in my super secret credit card information. What if this fixed everything? What if this fixed the problem? Okay, I need to link this purchase to my Sonic API account. And I want to make sure I got the right one, so I'm double checking that. I think it's based on my email address, so let's get that right. It's giving me like the stupidest. No, I don't want that. Okay. Sorry, this is incredibly boring. Why would anyone watch this? Nobody would. Nobody would ever watch this. My order is processing. Thank you for your order. We're happy to see you as a customer. Deliver the license key by email. Publisher will send the license key by email within 48 hours. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, license key from boom. Boom, boom. Oh, wait a minute. I don't understand. They're saying two things at once, that I have the key that I need and that it'll be sent to me. So I don't understand that. But probably not a big deal. Let me let's see where. Oh, look at this. I already reached a traffic quota of 2.5 gigabytes. That's why it wasn't spamming, but they count this traffic limit by some strange way. So I had sent like a URL to them. I think they count that as traffic. Like they have to download the URL, and that probably counts as traffic. And then I accidentally sent 250 requests. That probably all counts too. So one thing I want to do is figure out how to upload. But also I want to upgrade my account so I can get rid of this problem. Pricing. So I bought that. How do I update? Sorry, I know this is incredibly boring. I don't expect anybody would watch this. I'm looking for the place where I can update my account, because I have a key. They do have like an interesting. Okay. So I called analyze key 526 times. Yikes. Okay, how do I friggin' upgrade this thing? How do I do it? You know what? It says that there's nothing I have to do. If I read these instructions a little bit better, it says, "Thank you very much for increasing your processing, analyzing contingent, SonicAPI.com. The data amount will be automatically added to your account within 48 hours." I'm also going to take this opportunity to invalidate the access ID that I was using yesterday, because I know it was shown on stream and I don't want somebody to like jump in and mess with it. So let's I'll create a new one. I know this is so incredibly boring. I'd be doing my taxes now, and it would be more interesting. Although that would also be private information that I would have to do off stream. Okay. So 3, my third access ID. I'll delete the other 2. Now nobody can get in there and use up my 5 British pounds of bandwidth, I guess. Yeah, storage. Okay. So what other thing can I do here that's useful? I want to figure out file uploading, but that's still going to be hard to do until my API is available. Let's see. So docs. I don't know. I feel like none of the stuff I've been doing counts as progress. I really need progress to fulfill my progress every day. So I'm going to go look for something useful to do. Going to go look for a to-do. Let me see what I put in my to-dos in this project. Okay, there's a little cleanup here. There's a little cleanup here that I know is legit. I found out that I do not need to use the I can use the instances that is passed in, and I will update the object member. That's kind of basic C# thing. I thought it worked the way it did, but I was a little bit dubious about it, I guess. So I guess that would fix that. Let me think what else. Okay, so the eventual output of all this is going to be like a song timing, a music key timing. Now let me do a little design. What do I want to call this thing? Let's call it song info. I'll make it serializable. By the way, here's a tip for anybody that's into serializing stuff across projects, or even without doing cross-project. JSON makes a much better file format for saving to a file. Now it's not as efficient. It's not as small. It doesn't read and write as fast, but it's debuggable. You can see what you actually get with like a human readable file format. So I will give you an example. Alright, so I'll just drop this in here real quick. So this is the file format for my hand animations. And in JSON like this, like right now I've got it inside of a C# window. There's no syntax highlighting, so it does look kind of crazy, but you've got like the names of all your values. It's really easy to see what's there if there needs to be any debugging. Problems with binary. Well, there's like pros and cons of both, but one of the problems is that the way that namespaces are serialized in different projects, if there's something different in the projects, not just the name, but just like the file structure, or I haven't nailed it down exactly what it is, but it will cause the namespaces to be considered different even though they have the same name. So you can serialize in one project and then you deserialize in a different project and then it just barfs. It says, oh, it's a different namespace, we can't do it, even though you named it exactly the same thing. The other thing is, if you change your serialization format just by adding like a new member to a class or something along those lines, it's a lot more brittle. It's harder to kind of migrate between the data. Okay, song info. So let's do a little design here. The thing I want to have is some time ranges. What should I call it? Key section. That seems fine. And have a float start. And then chromatic scale key. That's it. And then I just have key section, sections. That's it. And that would represent all the key changes inside of a song. So, man, I keep on doing little things and thinking this doesn't, it's not quite enough progress for me. I gotta do a tiny little bit more before I can wrap this up. Okay, so let's put this in its own class. Okay. Oh, no, don't delete it. Why did I say that? I fumbled that one. Okay, key section. There it is. Okay, song info. So, I usually like to have these classes just have their data only and let like some other class sort of perform all the operations on them. Like these are kind of like noun classes without verbs. It's not object oriented. It's more of a functional style, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but I don't know. I used to do a lot of OO, not so much these days. Okay, so what else do I want? I don't want to add more logic and Sonic API. I want that just to be a wrapper. Let's add my, call it song util. And it will be my favorite kind of class, a static class. God killer. Music analysis. Okay. So then I'm gonna create a method that what it'll do is it will consolidate song info. So, or let's say normalize. Is that what I want to use? It's gonna look at all those ranges. Let's see. Dedupe key sections. It'll take an array key section. Original, and a return the deduped one. Okay, so then we go like that. What? What are you upset about? Oh yeah, sure. I'll get to it. Okay. So this is pretty easy. Say deduped. Okay, so let's go. What do I want to remember? I want to do key section. Next section. This means I have to make a copy constructor, but that's pretty easy. Pretty friggin' easy. First I'll make a kind of an empty one, because as soon as I make a copy constructor, it'll complain if I don't supply an empty constructor. So okay, it's a key section. Start equals from start, and equals from and, key equals from key. Okay. Song util. So let's start this at 1. If original I key is the same as this guy here, and I'll update the range so it covers both the keys. So that would be okay. Otherwise it changed. So in that case we add the next section, and we set next section to this one, this element right here. I gotta use my copy constructor again, otherwise I'll end up modifying what was passed in. Okay. So it goes through there and it adds, and at the end there'll be one left over, which I can just add right at the end. So that should do it. And then I want to return an array. I feel pretty confident now. I feel like I don't even need to test it. But I can't test it yet, but let me add just a little more info or a little more logic here. So all these requests. Okay. So what can I say here? So if the current request, no, I like basically finished the hands. I'm doing like a music analysis. I can show you the hand stuff where I got to if you're interested. But yeah, I'm doing like a. Okay, yeah, I'll show them to you. Let me finish this little tiny bit of code, now I'll give you a demo. Are you a developer, Darky? Darky Deep? Okay, current request equals equals null. Oh, very cool. Alright. So let's create song info from requests. And I don't think that's going to work. Let me just write it to do here. I need to get some 3D modeling in there. Yeah. I like Blender from what I saw, but I kept on getting messed up switching between Unity modeling and Blender modeling. I think there's a way to make like the keys in one of them match the other. That would probably help me. Let's see, to do add song sections based on returned values, but you have to store the values differently. Okay, leave myself what to do there. Alright, let's go demo this. Save it all. And let's go to a different project, not this one. Okay, so that's the hand animator. But I want to show you the hands inside of the actual game proper. So let's go see that. Oh, I've still got it playing. Don't play. Okay. I'll close that. Save. Okay. Unity, are you loading my other project now? Let's close some shit. Okay. Just kind of waiting for Unity to load the other project. I assume it is. I assume it's loading. Sometimes it gets weird on me. There we go. Here we go. There we go. There's the whole level. Be nice if the lighting would kick in the way I like it to. It might not. I think I added like a whole bunch of things to it, so it's showing like the temporary lighting. What's the point of the terminal? I use it for entering in Git commands mostly, and there's some log files I check every once in a while. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Git, but it's like a repository for files, so I can kind of like save where I'm at after I've got some good changes. Okay, so I put in a whole bunch of garbage in here. It's not showing the lighting I like, but oh well. I'm going to demo with that anyways. Oh, there it is. Okay, kicked in. Good. Okay, so game, maximize on play. Let's go. See what my sweetie said she wanted to eat tonight. Gotta put in a delivery order for that. That's what she say. Oh, she wants a burger. Yummy. Get some burgers. Burgers for dinner. Alright, here we go. Playing. Really choppy frame rate to start, particularly when I'm broadcasting, but it'll smooth out. Okay, so the hands right now, you'll initially see them doing kind of their base animation, which is to rotate to point at where the character is, and then they'll also do like a move to the closest place that I've sort of hard-coded as a stage, or a place where they can perform. There is one line that I applied the hand gesture animations to, and I need to move a little further in the level so you can hear some audio and see the gestures. Thank you, sir. Poor man. Okay, here is about where the audio and animation will come in. So watch the hands.
M, you are special. I say that to all my creatures, but truly, you are extra special. I have great plans for you. By the way, how are you feeling?
Alright, Darky Deep, sir. That's the culmination of all that animation stuff. There is a lot of media authoring to be done to fully realize it, I suppose, but the functionality's there. So I have to finish the script, I have to get those lines recorded, and then do the corresponding hand animation authoring. But code-wise, it's all there, which is a nice thing. hands, they're just kind of, they're jumping around to wherever the nearest stage is that I set for them. Furniture or some technology, that's true. It's not an incredibly comfortable place. Yeah, I would love to just put like a ton of models into this thing. The trouble is, you know what? That's good feedback. So I can make the levels smaller and they won't look as empty, and it might even be good for these first levels. There's a limit on like how much modeling I can do to make it look like properly detailed and like exciting, simply because I just don't have enough time to make all the assets, and I can buy stuff, but I mean this is totally indie. Sure. So I've been relying on more procedural generation. So like for example, these cables here, those are like made with math as opposed to me modeling them all. There's a lot of elements that are just kind of reused with different combinations, like these pillars over here. I can put them together different ways, but admittedly, it's not going to ever look like AAA or even like AA quality of a level. So I gotta aim for something that's just kind of enjoyable to look at and maybe has its own style, but isn't going to necessarily wow anyone just from the asset authoring that I've done. Because I'm indie. I don't have millions of dollars to spend. I don't have hundreds of thousands. I've got tens of thousands. I can hire a few contractors and do a few things here and there, just not a lot. So Darky Deep, I'm gonna take off here and order some hamburgers to make my lady happy and myself happy. Get our stomachs going with some burgers. And thanks for joining me for a little bit. And I'll see you around. Stop in the stream. Stop in the stream. Stop in the stream. Stopping it. Stopping it. Stopping it. Stopping it.